Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 6 of this SS Cap Arcona tutorial. Today's focus will be the ship's funnels, possibly the Foc'sle details and mast and things like that. So first of all we're going to start off with the ship's funnels, and we're going to focus on the first two first, because the first two funnels are the same design. Funnel number 3 is slightly different design because it's sat lower, but it's the same height, if you know what I mean. It's not on the same sort of height deck house. But I'll get to that later on anyway. But first of all we're going to move over to the second deck house. So we've got the ship's wheelhouse there, and then we've got this deck house here with the little pointy knobs on the side. So we're going to go to the front wall of that, and we're going to go from the centre block on the front wall. We're going to go back on the grey to the 5th block back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on that 5th block we build 3 wide for the front of the funnel, and then out to the side 2, 2, and then back 2. And then back 3, 1, 2, 3, and then curving back in again, we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, and then 1 in the middle. Same the other side, 2 out, back 2, back 3, 1, 2, 3, and then curving in, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And there we go. That's the base of our funnel. Now apologies for any background noise, but as it is the United Kingdom of Great Britain, it is pissing with rain outside, and it's making a hell of a noise. So if you can hear noise in the background, that's what it is. But anyway, yeah, so that's the funnel done. That's funnel number 1 placement done. So we're just going to go to put funnel number 2 into place. So we'll go to the next deck house along, which is this big square for deck house here, and from the front wall again we're going to go to the 4th block back on the grey. So front wall, centre block, 4th back on the grey. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we build our funnel base again. So 3 wide plus 2 out, 2 back, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 again, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1. Same the other side, out 2, back 3, back 3, 2, 2. There we go. There's funnel number 2 done. And then for funnel number 3, goes on the lower platform at the back end of the ship, so on the last deck house here. Because, like I was saying, this deck house is 2 blocks lower, the funnel is going to be 2 blocks higher. Well, 2 blocks taller, but it's going to be in the down position. It's going to be at the top. The funnels are going to be the same height, but the bottom of the funnel is going to be slightly lower. So we go to the front wall of the lower platform, which is already 2 blocks high. So this is, like I say, this is the last platform. So 2 blocks high, and we'll go to the centre block, and we want to go to the 2nd block back on the grey. So 1, 2, and then we do the same design again. So 3 wide, 2 out, 2 back, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Same the other side. Out 2, back 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. There we go. So there's funnel number 3 in place. So that's the foundations done at least. So the first 2 funnels are going to be the same design. Funnel number 3 will be slightly different. So I'll focus on the first 2 first, or at least the first one anyway. So what we're going to do, I'm going to work on one side first, and then I'll copy it over later on. So for funnel number 1, we'll go from the front centre block, and what we're going to do is we're going to build the white up 8. So on the centre go up 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then behind that we want up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then behind that we add 1 like that. So it goes up 8, 8, 9, 1 like that, and then on top of that 1 we want black, one block of black like that. And then in red we go up 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So that's the colour scheme we want and the design we want. So that's the same design up 8, 9, and whatever that is there, all the way around on each block of the funnel. So do that same design on this block here, here, and here. So on those 3 blocks there, and then on the same design there. And then on the back you do the same on that block, there, and across the back as well. So do that same design all the way around. I'm going to use copy paste for this one just to save a little bit of time. So I'm just going to quickly copy to each section. So I just quickly copy that and then paste it on the next bit. So that's pasted on the first row, and then the next block along, paste there, and then paste it there on the outside. So anyway, that's the first corner done of the funnel. So it should look something like that. And then the rest of the funnel you do the same thing around the back. So I'll do this one section here the same, and try and do it freehand as quick as I can. And then the next few rows. I'll build the white up first, may as well, and I trying to do this freehand. Got to colour code it. And then the last row in the centre. Like I say, it's the same on both sides, but I'm only working on one side at the moment, just to save a little bit of time. So there we are. There's the white section built up. I'll just do the black. So black on there, 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 and there, and then the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to sneeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there we go. There's the funnel filled in, and it should, in theory, look something like that. And that sneeze is coming, but I can't wait for it. Right, so there we are. That's what we got done. So like I said, that's only one side done. I'll sort the other side out later on. But what we want to do now is just go on the inside, and like we did with the ship's hull, just fill in each section, fill in all the gaps, and everything should all look hunky diddly dory. That's the theory, at least. So I'll fill in all the white, and then the black bits, and the red bits. There we go. There's our funnel, sort of looking like that. And don't look too bad. It's not brilliant, not perfect, but it will do. And like I said, it's only one side done as well. I'll do the other side later on. Don't worry. Now for the funnel slant, we're going to go to the very top and sort the red out first. And for the red, what we want is to go. If you look at it side on, so look at that's the front corner there. So look at it side on. What you're going to do is leave the first 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Leave them fine. And then the next 4 blocks, remove 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then the next 4 blocks, remove 2 at a time. So the next 4 along go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then remove the middle bits as well. And there we go. There's the slant, the top of the funnel. And then for the black bit, the black section, you want to do the same again underneath. So leave the first 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then the next 4 down we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next 4 along go down 1, go 1, 2, 3. That's all you need really. So that is that bit there. Can't really tell from here if each section is connected, but I think we'll just leave it at that. So where we just replaced the white with the black, we can now replace the black sections and the white sections with red. And everything should, in theory, work out fine. So there we are. Look at it from the side. There's your slanty funnel. It does look a bit overly slanted, but you know, shit happens and things like that. But you can always redesign it your own way. Like I was saying, the slant does look a bit odd, so I'll remove that block there and replace that with red there. That does look minutely better. So there we go. That's half the funnel done. So the only thing you need to do now is just do the other side, and then the whole funnel will look the same. And then bloody noise outside. So yeah, you got that funnel there. You can sort of tidy up the inside as well. But that's half the funnel done. Like I say, do the other side, and everything will look fine. And then do the same with funnel number 2. Funnel number 1, funnel number 2 are the same. So copy those same designs to both of those funnels, and everything should all look fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'll do a quick jump cut when I sort out those 2, and we can move on to funnel number 3. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the 2 funnels in place, and they should look something like that in theory, and they don't look too bad. So that's 2 done. So what we're going to do now is move on to number 3, and number 3 is effectively the same but slightly different at the bottom. So like I say, just look at I made a few slight screw ups along the way. That's just me not doing the things properly, so I'll just quickly correct that. Yep, that's just a small issue there. I imagine it's the same on this one as well, so I'm going to change that as well. Yeah, just me not changing the colours properly. Okay, right, so now we move on to number 3. For funnel number 3, at the bottom, well, on the front centre, from the bottom, funnel number 3, we build up. How do we build this one up? We build it up 1, like that, and then behind that 1, we build up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, and then the black, 1, and then the red, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there we go. That's the design you want. Like I was saying, it's basically the same, everything at the top. It's just the bottom 2 blocks are different. So that's basically what we need to do. Just do that same design again on every block, like so. and then it should be okay. So it's the same design all the way around. Add 1, add 10, then the 9, and then the 1, and then the black 1, and then the red 7. So that's it. That's basically the only difference. It's just the bottom. So yeah. So what I'll do the first few sections like I did before, just to give you an idea. So it's 1, and then the 10, and then the 9, then the 1, and then the black, and then the red. And then the next row along, it's the same again. So we add the 1, and then the 10, or the 10, and then the 9, and then the 1, black, and then the red. Like I say, it's the same design. So then you move on to the next row, you add the 1, and then the 10 behind that, and then the next row on the outside you add the 1, and then the 10 behind that, and then the next row you add the 1, which is a bit confusing on the side. So you add the 1 there, and then you add the 10 like that, and then the next row you add the 1, and then the 10, the 1, and then the 10, and then the 1s and the 10 on the back. So where you get around the back, it does look a bit confusing, but if you look at it from the side, it will look something like that. So there you go. So that's just what you want to do. So now you just build the rest up the same as before. So you add the 10, the 9, and then the 1, and then all the other colours, and it should be okay. So what I'll do now, I'll do a jump cut while I sort out the rest, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Right, back again. So there's funnel number 3 in place, and it should look something like that. It's the same height basically as the rest, but like I was saying, it's just the bottom that's different. Anyway, enough of all the bullshit. We'll have a quick look around, make sure everything's in place in the right places, and I believe it is. And we can call it a day with the funnel in terms of building it upwards. Now what we're going to do now is for all 3 funnels, we'll start with the first funnel. It's basically just to add the details like the ladder on the front and the grill across the top. So we go to the front centre of the funnel, the first funnel, and just add a black line up the centre of the white, like so, up to the top like that. And then what we do then is add a ladder going down or up, whichever way you want to work. So that's basically what you need to add, like so. And then at the top of the ladder, only for the first funnel we can add a whistle. Now for the whistles you can use anything, but personally I only have cobblestone brick wall to use, so I use 2 of those like that for the whistles, and maybe one in the centre as well like that. So there we go, whistles. They look good, don't they? Alright, so there we are. That's the first funnel done. Now for the second and third funnel, all you need to do there is just add the ladder. So let's quickly do that. Add the ladders like so, and get the ladder again because I've put it away. Like that, and then the third funnel as well, the same again, up the black line. And then the ladder, like so. There we go. So there's the funnel details done there, and on the inside of the top of the funnel you can add the grill across the top. If you're familiar with my other builds, you'll know how this goes, but personally it's not really something you really need to worry about. It's basically just bars of grey across the top of the funnel like so. Doesn't really add anything to the real detail, it just sort of makes it a bit more structurally sound, I suppose. But it's up to you if you want to add that. Personally, like I say, I'm not really that worried, but yeah, it's up to you if you want to add that. So yeah, like I say, if you want to add that grill, you can. It's basically just every other block, 1 block down from the top, and it will look something like that. But personally, I'm not going to bother with the other 2 funnels, because I think these funnels didn't really have that sort of thing. But anyway, that is that. So what I'm going to do now is work out what to do next, because I have not got a clue. So what we can do now is we can add some details to the first deck house. So just in front of the first funnel, we're going to add a sort of slanty deck house sort of thing. So what we're going to do is on the front wall, well, the front side of the front wall of the first deck house. So there's funnel number 1 there. You got this front corner of the deck house here. So if we go on the corner here and go back to the 3rd block, I think. So 1, 2, 3, and then build up 3, I think. So 1, 2, 3, make it 4 like that, and then build that all the way across the width of the deck house, and do the same the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then what we can do then is get our slabs, quartz slabs. So we're going to build some sort of grills. So what we're going to do then is, let's try and work out how to do this. So if we go from the bottom block and build forward like so, so 2 slabs like that forward with a gap underneath, and then 2 slabs, and then 2 slabs like that. So it's it creates a sort of grill design, and then you do the same on the other side. So what was it? It was one up, half up from the bottom. So 1, 2, and then 3 slats like that, and then join them together across the front. Like so, and then the next one above. And then the next one above that. Like so. So you got a sort of that design, and then add along the top of the top grill piece. You just add the white roof to it, which is basically 2 blocks forward on each row. And there we go. So that's the sort of grill design we want. And then what we want to do then is on the inside we'll get black blocks and then just fill in the slot up against, or we'll just add black blocks up against the grill like so. And I'll do it all the way across like so. So it just makes the detail show up a bit more. So I'll just build this all the way across like so. And then when you look at it from the other side, you can see it sort of makes it stand out a bit more. So that's that bit done there, and then across the back, what you want to do then is just seal it up with the white blocks like so. So I was going to move on to the Foc'sle details, but I'll do these vents first because they're there. And there we go. So that's that first vent done there, and it will look something like that. Not brilliant, not perfect, but it will do. And yeah, I think it don't look too bad. So what we can do now is on the I'm just looking at the prototype from here, and yeah, just trying to get an idea. So what we're going to do now is on the side side walls here, so just below where we built the grill, we've got the side panels here. And what we can do is the first 3 blocks on the side, so remove 6 blocks like that, and then we can, on the inside we'll replace that with black blocks on the inside like so, like we did with the grill itself, like that. And then we can add slabs like so. So 2, is it 2 or is it 3? I can't really tell. I think it's 3 actually. So we can remove the bottom row as well and replace that with slabs as well. And there we go. So you got a 3 slit grill like that, and then leave a single block gap, and then we remove the same again. So remove 3 sort of into the corner like that. So it sort of looks something like that. And I'll put the bottom grill pieces in like that. So it's 2 and 2 in like that. So just basically following the contours of the deck house, and then we replace the inside with black like that, and then we add the grill pieces like so. So you got a corner grill like that, and that don't look too bad. That looks quite good. And that's that bit there. So I just look on the prototype again, and I don't think there's any more grills to go on this side here. So the rest of the deck house on this side here you can just fill in with doors and windows. Now you may have already done this. I think I did say at the time don't bother doing it just yet, but it was up to you. So the rest of the deck house you can just fill out with doors and windows, and it will look fine in theory. So I'll just do this one quick and then I'll do a jump cut. Yeah, so just get this one out of the way. And there will be more grills to go on in a bit, but we'll sort them out later on. I'll just go add windows across the back. So there we go, that's one side done. And it should look something like that. So I'll quickly copy that to the other side. So I'll have all the grills and things in place, and everything will look fine. So I'll quickly copy, flip, paste, and that should have gone on the other side as well. So there we are. Yeah, all the grills are in place, and it don't look too bad. So there we are. That's that little job done there. So yeah, it don't look too bad. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do another jump cut. Want to work out what to do next. Then we can move on. So back in a moment. Right, back again. So what we're going to do now, we're going to leave the deck houses up there. We're going to focus on the upper deck here and the Foc'sle on the front of the ship. So these 2 decks here we're going to focus on now. What we're going to do first is underneath the overhang of the front of the superstructure. So here's the superstructure here. What we're going to do is go to the centre block on the front like so, and then build on the centre block, build down 3 with white like that, and then remove the 2 blocks above that. So you've got a centre point on the deck below here. And then what you want to do is just basically trace the wall above, so it creates a sort of platform down here. So just basically trace, like I said, trace the walls above. So it goes out that wide and then goes in a bit, and then goes in a bit. So it goes like that, and it's, like I say, just trace it, follow it all the way along till you get to the outside, like so. It should look something like that. in theory, and I do the same the other side. Hopefully it will work fine. So that's out to the side there, and then the next bit along, like that. Next bit along, next bit along, and then the twos. Damn it, 2 and 2. Like, oh damn it, I've fallen off. There we go. So there's that sort of under wall like so. And what I'll do, I'll put the centre block again in the centre there like that. And then what we'll do, we'll add some pillars, which are end rods, whatever they are, these things. And with the end rods, you can add a pillar from the centre, and then one every fourth block. So for every fourth block out to the side, we'll add a pillar, like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. There we go. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4 pillars each side of the centre. So let's do the same the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And there we go. That's that little section done there. Marvellous, brilliant, beautiful. Right, so that's that little detail done. So what we're going to do now is go back to the front wall again, and we're going to add some details now to this upper deck. So from the centre block here, what we're going to do is leave a single block gap, and then we're going to build a vent, which is 4 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and then 1 forward like so, and then add 2 blocks on the base each side like that. And there you go, there's your little vent like that. And then either side of that, we're going to go 10 blocks out to the sides, so or 9 blocks out from the sides here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out to the side. We add larger vents, which are 7 high. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 1 forward like that. And then at the base we add 2 up at the sides like that, and then 2 up at the back like that. So we got a larger vent like so. So do the same the other side. So what was it? It was 9 out, wasn't it? I'll just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. So do the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Build up 7. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 1 forward, and then the base 2 up at the sides and on the back like that. So there we go. There's our 3 vents on the deck there like that. Let me just scratch my chin. Right, now we move on to the mechanical bits, which are the pulleys for the mast. So we go back to the front of the first vent in the middle, and then we're going to leave a 2 block gap. So 1, 2, and on the 3rd block we'll add our mech, which is 3 blocks forward in black, and then 3 blocks forward in black, and then 3 blocks forward in black like that. So basically 3 strips of 3, and then a strip of 5 across like that. That's basically that. That is the mech thing. I don't know what it is. I think it's the derricks and the pulleys and things for the rigging. But that's that. So that's that little mech done there. And then after that, we're going to add 2 skylights. So if we go from the front of the mech, so this front block here, which I've just deleted. So from the front block here, we're going to count out 2 out to the side. So 1, 2 blocks out like that. And then we're going to add a row of 3 like that. And then you're going to build this skylight 4 forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got a sort of square 0, if you know what I mean, like that. And I'll do the same the other side quickly. So it's 2 blocks out, and then 3 wide, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 forward, 1, 2, 3, 4 forward, and like that. So there you go. It should look something like that. And then what you want to do then is to get our court stairs, wherever they are, those, and we're going to add our court stairs all the way around the top of the said skylight. So just build them all the way around like so, and then with glass blocks just put glass in the middle like so. Marvellous. And I do the same with the other skylight. I'm getting a bit of screen lag here at the moment, I don't know why. And then there we go. So there's the skylights added there. They look quite good. And then what we want to do is from the back, or from the front centre block of the mech, what we're going to do then is leave a single block gap. So 2 blocks forward rather, we're going to add the mast. And we're going to put the mast base in first. And for the mast I'm going to use yellow terracotta. And we're going to, so like I say, it's 2 blocks forward of the mech, and we'll put the mast there. Okay, so I'll come back to the mast later on, but we're just going to focus on the details down here. That's just the placement of where the mast will go. So we'll, like I say, I'll come back to that in a minute. So after the mast, we're going to want to go 1 forward, or 2 blocks forward of the mast. We're going to add another mech, which is 3 strips of 3 again, like that. I think that's how it goes. One forward. Is it? Oh no, hang on, I'm trying to work this one out. So one forward, out two. I'm trying to work this one out actually. So I'll just remove that a second. I'm just pondering this one a moment, so bear with me. Maybe just do a jump cut a second, or I'll work this one out. Okay, back again. I just worked out what it all was. I had a look at the prototype because I wrote it down wrong. So we go one forward, or 2 blocks forward of the mast, and then 1 block out to the side, and we add 2 rows of 2 like that. So you got 2 strips like that, and then the same the other side. So 2 and 2 like that. So like I say, it looks something like that, and then we add 2 blocks or 3 blocks on the top like that. So you got 2 sort of that design like that. Nothing special, but it will do. They're meant to be 5 long, but I'll leave them at 3 long. And what we want to do then is go back to the mast, and we're going to count 7 blocks from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll put a block there a minute. So 7 forward of the mast. We're going to build a white mech, which is 5 wide. So that's a strip of 5. So 5 wide like that. And then you want to build, leave a 2 block gap, and add another strip like that, and then we build 4 like that. So it's sort of that design, if you know what I mean. It's kind of stacking logs basically. So there you go. That's kind of what you want. And I think that's pretty much it for that bit. So I'm just gonna ponder the next bit. So the next, what you want to do is go from the front of the mech we just built, and go 2 blocks forward, and then 5 out to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to build a platform of 3 and 3 like that. So it's basically a platform of 6. Then we put 1 in the center on the back like that, and then we build 3 and 3 like that. So you've got a design that looks something like that. Maybe like that, I don't know, but I don't know, I'm just sort of pondering this one. So do that sort of design. So do the same on the other side. So it's 5 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Build our 2 rows of 6. Plus the 6 on there, and then the 2 there. And there you go. There's those 2 things added there. Haven't got a clue what they are, but you know they're there. And that's our little job done. And then what we're going to do then is go back to the skylights on the side. Skylights here. And we're going to go from the front block. Front outside block of the skylight, and go count out about 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it 5, and then we put a pair of blocks, and then we build this 4 long. So 2, 3, 4 forward like that, and then double that in height, like so. So it sort of creates a shed like that. And I'll do the same the other side. So what was it? Was it 4 out or 5 out? I can't remember. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out to the side. So I'll do the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Build 4 rows of 2 like that. And then double them up in height, like so. So that they look something like that. And then just forward of these things we just built, we can put a couple of vents, which are 4 blocks high and 1 forward, like that. So do the same the other side. Couple of blocks forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 forward like that. There you go. So a lot of this is sort of improvised, if you know what I mean. Some of this wasn't on the real ship, but well, none of it was on the real ship really, because I mean most things are made out of proper materials and mechanical pieces. This thing is just made out of coloured blocks. But there you go. But it's a lot of detail is improvised. So yeah, it's not brilliant, not perfect, but it'll have to do. I leave this open to you. If you want to copy that, it's how I've done it, then by all means fine, but you can go ahead and make as many changes as you want to make it more accurate, if you know what I mean. If you've got more details, more information on the ship, then you can use it to your advantage. So there we go. So that's that little job done there for that deck. We're just going to connect up all these sections on the side here. So where the wall goes around to the side, we can sort of connect each section up so they look a bit more in line with each other. So just do that there, and I'll do the same the other side. Connect each block or each row up on the side, and it will look a lot better. There we go. So that's that job done there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a jump cut while I work out what to do on the Foc'sle, and then we can sort that out. So yeah, back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is work on the ship's Foc'sle, so this bit here. And what we're going to do is go down to the front wall of the deck we just sorted out, so this deck wall here, and we're going to go to the centre of that. on the forecastle deck, and what we're going to do is from the centre we're going to count out to the third block out to each side. So the centre block there, and then out 1, 2, 3, and then we'll build a vent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up and 1 forward, and then 2 block gap from that, or 1 block gap from that rather, we'll do the same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1 forward. So there's 2 vents there, and then the other side we do the same again. So third block out from the centre, do the same again. So 2 7 high pillars and 1 forward like that. So there we are, there's our 4 vents looking like that. Marvellous. Now the next job we want to do is to add a hatch. So we'll go back to the centre and we'll leave a 2 block gap, so count to the third block forward, so 1, 2, 3, and we'll add our cargo hatch. So there's the centre. The cargo hatch is 7 wide, so that's 3 out, 1, 2, 3 that way, and 1, 2, 3 that way, and then it is 4 long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then across the front like so. And the centre 3 blocks, we build that 2 blocks high like so, and then on the sides we use slabs for the rest of the cover like so. So there's one side and then the other side like so, and there we are, there's that hatch done there. Marvellous. And then either side of that hatch we're going to add a mech. So on the centre side, so from the centre block on the side, 1 block out, we add our mech, which is 3 strips of black like that, and then a strip of 5 along the top like that. Same the other side, 2, 2, 2 plus 5 like that. There we go, there's our 2 thingy what's it doodles there. And then what we're going to do then is go back to the front of the hatch, and we're going to count forward 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 out to the side that way and 1 out to the side that way. We're going to build a tower. So we're going to want to build 2 blocks like that. So 1 centre block we leave spare and put a block each side, and then you count 3 blocks forward of that and do the same again. So you have 4 feet basically of what will be a tower. You can just, we can't actually see it on the prototype, it's roughly just below where the crosshairs are. It supports the arms of the mast, so there's 4 feet there like that, and then the back part closest to the hatch, you want to build that up 8 high. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same the other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. And then on the front 2 feet we build up 1, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So do the same the other side, 1 up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and there you go, there's the tower. And then to connect them together across the side, or from side to side, you just put slabs in between to create, well, just to make it look as though it's a solid structure without doing any damage. So there you go, you put the slabs across like that, and then the same across the back like so. Marvellous. So there's the tower done there, and then, like I say, that will support the horizontal parts of what will be the mast, but we'll come back to the mast later on. So in front of the tower now, we want to add the anchor chain. So we'll go back to the front of the tower, and we're going to count to the 5th block forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as per usual we'll build a big E in black, so a big E like that, which is 5 wide, and then 3 blocks like so. So it's a big E. There you go, a big E. And then for the chains, I normally use what do I use? Stone stairs, or stone brick stairs, whichever way you want to call it. And we're going to build these 10 long, and we're going to basically they're going to be one every other one is going to be a different direction. So I build 5 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, facing one way, and then 5 facing the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So do the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there you go. That's your those thingies done there, and then at the end you just add a black block like so to cut them off, and that's the two chains like that. And then if you sort of squint and use your imagination a bit, not that part of your imagination, but you know what I mean, you can sort of make out it does look like anchor chain links, if you know what I mean, chain links. So there you go, there. That's the anchor chains done there. And then We can start adding bollards and things. So either side of the anchor chains we can add a vent. So I'll add the vents first. So other side of the anchor chains, roughly halfway along, I don't know where, but put a vent 3 high and 1 block forward, and then 1, 2, 3 high, 1 forward. So you got that sort of design there, and that's sort of most of the details done. You can start adding the, like I say, the bollards, and the bollards I use are anvils. So we get those, and we'll put 3 pairs on the side. So put 3 pairs. Put a pair there, and a pair there, and then the last pair just down here, like so. And it should look like something like that. And I'll do the same the other side, like so, and like so, and then the last pair just here. So like I said, they're only placed at random, so you can sort of do your own thing with that one. But that is the bollards added there, and that's the detail basically. So the next bit we want to do is go to the front wall again of this bit here. We can start adding windows and doors, because you need access to this area, of course. So let's put a pair of doors, and then sort of, that's it really. I'll do a pair of doors and a window really is all you need. So put a window there, and then a pair of doors down here either side, and that sort of gives you enough access to what you want to do, and it don't look too bad. You can put a window on the centre as well if you want to, but it's up to you what you want to do. Yeah, so that's that job done. So what we're going to do now is admire what we just built, a massive cluster of crap really, and then what we can do now is go back to the mast, and we can build the mast up now. So when we went back to where the mast, we put the position of the mast in, so what we can do now is just build it up. We want 4 rows of 15 really, so that's 4 already, and then in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go, so there's our mast in place. And then about 5 or 6 down from the top we can build out 3 each side. And then about 5 or 6 down from there build out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go, there's the mast top bits done. And now we go right down to the bottom and build the arms, which should be supported by that tower there. If they're not, then you know I've screwed up. But there we go. So from the bottom of the mast, we're going to count up to the 5th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th block up. Add a block out to the side and a block out to the other side. And then you're going to build a line of 30 blocks forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. As you can see there, the tower supports those bits fine. And at the end of the 30, just one block from the end of the 30, add a black block for that. And then do the same the other side. So I want 30 again. I won't bother counting it, I just measure it and compare it to the other side. There we go, and then a black block, one in from the end, like so. And there you go. There's those bits added there. And then for the next bits, which go vertical, we're going to go 2 blocks above the 30 line. So 1 block out to the side, and 1 block out to the side, 2 blocks up above, and then build 1 block back and 1 block back the other side. And then from there you're going to build up 3 rows of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1 down from the top, add a black block. Like so. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus the black block. And there we go, that's that detail done there. And then for the crow's nest, if we go to sort of the top, or the sort of halfway up the second 15, we're going to add our crow's nest there. So sort of build that sort of design. So 2 forward on the side and 1 in the middle. And if we get our quartz stairs again, we can stick them around the outside. So stairs on the outside like so, like that, and then around like that. And there we go, there's our crow's nest added there. and don't look too bad. So that's our mast on the bow done, and that is most of, or virtually all the details done on the bow, really. Might be a bit more later on, but I'm not going to worry too much about that just now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a jump cut while I work out what to do next, and then we shall come back and sort that. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. Last job for today, we're going to add the mast on the stern. So we'll go to the back end of the ship, and we'll go to the back end of the top superstructure. So basically behind funnel number 3, go right to the end of the deck on the top. So it is the top deck basically. And what we're going to do is go from the centre block of the top deck, and on the wood we're going to count forward 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll build our mast there. So that's what we want to go. So like I said, 6 forward on the top deck, like so. And then for the mast itself, it is 4 rows of 13 upwards, so slightly shorter than the first mast, or the same height basically. So 13. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. So that's the mast added, and then for the spurs we go about 4 or 5, 6 blocks down, add 3 out. 1, 2, 3, and then 5 or 6 down from there, out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. That is basically all the detail for the mast on the stern. Then what we do, we go back down to deck level, and we're going to add 2 vents, go back to the centre block and go 3 blocks forward on the wood, and then out, I don't know, about 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what we'll do, we'll build a cross like so. So the centre block of that cross is the 10th block out. So I do the same the other side. So it's 3 forward and then 10 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then build the cross. And there we go. So that's the foundations of our vents. And then for the vents themselves, build them 4 high. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 in the centre, like that. And then using our stairs, we'll add stairs, 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 facing forward. And then on the front we go 2 forward, 2 forward, 2 forward, and 1. And then stairs, 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 stairs. Like so, and there we are, there's our vent there. And then the same with the other one. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 2 in the middle. And then stairs, 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 stairs. And then 2 forward, 2 forward, 2 forward, 1. Plus the stairs, top, middle and bottom. And there we go. That's those 2 vents done there. And there will be more detail to go on this part later on. I'm not going to bother with that just yet because I'm going to call it a day now because I'm bored already. But I've got quite a bit done anyway. So those funnels were done. Those are some things which I wanted to get out of the way pretty soon. And yeah, that's that job done. So that's what we've got done so far. So I'm going to end it here. And for part 7, I'll probably do all the stern details and also the details on the deck we've just been on. There's loads of vents to go on. There's loads of details on the top, so there'll probably be 2 more videos of this tutorial to go, so I'll probably get up to part 8, maybe part 9, I'm not sure, but loads of details on the top to do, vents, cowlings, skylights and things like that. So that will be for part 7, and hopefully we'll be able to get that all done soon. So like I said, the bulk of the details done. I mean, you can see the ship in its silhouette looks almost done, but like I said, there's still plenty more to go on, so that'll be for part 7. And hopefully part 8 will be the lifeboats and all the finishing touches. So we'll wait and see on that one. But we're going to leave it at that. So this is Rich signing off, logging off and disappearing. And I shall return in part 7. So bye for now.